tall one over there hasn't opened yet. The leaves are just starting. There was a pile of wood down here, and when we cleaned it up, this little tree was just a few inches tall, maybe about a foot. And we left it, and that's been about 2 years, maybe 3 years worth of growth. But I don't know what it is. It's a very fast-growing and determined little tree. It's a close-up of the leaves. Or the sun's in the way. See if I can. The leaves almost look like a chestnut, but not quite. My fruit trees could grow that tall. That would be wonderful. Here's my much neglected flower bed last year and this year, unfortunately. This is my red peony. And a little lilac, baby lilac bush I transplanted from my friends. And some more iris. This year I want to get it weeded out really well. And now that we can get some more mulch, we're going to put down a thick wood chip mulch, and that'll keep the weeds out for good. It's my old roses. They were all growing in another flower bed, and we dug them up and moved them over here when we moved in. They were in another raised bed here on the property. They're a mixture of red and pink ones. And you can see the hollyhocks and more of the roses. Once we get the fence fixed, I'm going to be tying the roses up to the fence. We had it all fixed up last year, but the snow plow comes by, as you might have seen in our winter videos, and the snow gets so deep up here it pushes the rails down and it breaks them. The iris that I have growing here, I have a mixture of like a dark brownish copper color and then a purple. This is our hollyhocks. It took me a few years to get these going because they're biannuals, but now they're really pretty. And they'll probably be flowering in a few weeks. They haven't sent up the flower stalks yet, but it won't take them long. They're getting pretty big this year. This heat wave has really made everything come out. This flower bed over here is where we dug the roses out of. We need to cut this evergreen tree way back. I actually can't stand this tree. This bed was planted by the last owners, and it's all rocks underneath. They built a raised bed on top of a big rock pile, which is a good idea. It got rid of the rocks, but the soil's not very deep, so you can't really plant too much here. But it's like a wagon wheel style. It's each area. We're thinking about clearing it out completely, cutting the tree way back again. It was actually small when we moved in. And digging up the soil, putting some landscaping fabric down, and using each section for a different herb. It really needs a fresh start because there's so much crabgrass and the tree taking over so much of it. It'd be easier just to clear it out and start again than it would be to try to weed it and save the few flowers that are in here. There's a few iris back in there that we could dig out and move. Oh, and I forgot my poor little black currant bush. It's taken a real beating through the winter. It's down in here. This is looking down our driveway. We are adding soil all the way down through the ditch on the side of our driveway because it's a pain in the neck to mow. My husband had this idea last year, and I think it's wonderful. What we're doing is we're putting wet newspaper down and then putting the dirt on top, and we're going to plant sunflower seeds all the way down that side and probably all the way down this side, excuse me. And I've got quite a mixture of different heights and different colors. So I've got some of the big Russian ones, and actually a variety that grows a bit taller than that. I just can't remember the name of it. I've got lots of different shades of yellow and red, and some little teddy bear sunflowers that are really cute too. So it should be nice. These are my gooseberry bushes. I've got 3 of them. There's one more over here. They're waiting to be planted. Hopefully we'll get them in tomorrow or sometime on the weekend. And if you can see, they've flowered. And you can see the little baby fruit just at the end. I love gooseberries. They make a really nice jam. This is our comfrey plants just at the back of the house. I bought these 3 plants, I think 2 years ago, and they've really shot up well. They've spread a lot. They were just little seedlings when I got them, and last year they dropped enough seeds to start another patch. They get pretty big, and as you can see, they're starting to get some flower buds in there. They flower really pretty. They're usually a pink and purple color. I use this to make my own skin creams. Comfrey is really good for healing. It's hard to find, but if you can find it growing wild, or some nurseries carry it as well, it's definitely worth having on hand. This raised bed in the middle of our garden, I've got green bunching onions down in this end. They're just starting to come up right here. They're just really tiny. And then I've got some different salad, leafy salad greens in here. I've got some leaf lettuce transplants that I put in. Then here I've got some dill. I don't know if you can see it or not. And here there's a patch of dill that's coming up really nice in here. And then down at the end I've got lots of Swiss chard, which is just coming up well today too.